Oh, hello, and welcome to today's Decay. We're celebrating births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. It is December 29th, and here are all the dates that really rate. On this day in 1937, Barbara Steele was born. Black Sunday fame, I guess that's probably her most classic film from a horror genre standpoint, because she worked in other genres as well, even dated Elvis Presley. I guess that's a different genre. Yeah, but what probably my favorite would be Whipping the Body, starring opposite Christopher Lee. There's a relatively recent remastered or found elements release that Severin put out of one of her films. What was it? It wasn't The Long Hair of Death, but Nightmare Castle? I think it was Nightmare Castle. Haven't watched the remastered version or cleaned up or whatever it is, but looking forward to it. I hear it's basically like a whole new film. Yeah. 1939 today, the film Hunchback of Notre Dame premiered. Not the first Hunchback. I guess this is timely. It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day, right? This one's directed by William Dieterle. This was the Hunchback of Notre Dame that I grew up with, starring Charles Laughton in one of his best roles. Very interesting because he plays really like a sad, broken-hearted puppy dog, rather than the Lon Chaney Sr. version from like 15 years earlier, where he's like a caged animal lashing out. There's a real anger in the Chaney version, which is not come across in the Laughton version. And I couldn't get to it in time, but I have this really great promotional artwork from, I guess, one of the press books that they were shopping around with, trying to sell movie theaters, I guess, distribution for the 39 film before it came out. And the artwork for it is really interesting because it is advertising the Charles Laughton film, but they've depicted him as if he's how Lon Chaney Sr. Designed his character. Like they hadn't figured out what the Laughton makeup was going to look like yet, which is drastically different. I definitely prefer the Laughton makeup. It's hard to say which is a better film or which is a better performance because they're so different. And I think the 39 one is a lot more cinematic. They have sweeping camera movements, and there's real there's real movement to the film, where the Chaney one feels almost like you're watching a live play. Like it's like the camera doesn't move. It's third row center, capturing not entirely, but just there's something about it that it's Chaney who really owns this picture, in part because the director of the 23 version allowed him to. I understood, you know what you're doing, and I'm here to listen to you and work with you, not against you. While it's 39 film, it's its own polished production for sure. Oh, and here is a photoplay novelization of the 39 film. Yeah. The complete text of the famous classic from which RKO Radio Picture starred, which the RKO Radio Picture starring Charles Laughton was made. It's true too. Yeah. No stills of the film throughout, just in the dust jacket. Yeah. So there's that. And then in 1964, the film Qui-Gon premiered, which is based off of a 1904 novel by, I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, Lafcadio Hearn. Here is the 1904 first printing. And these are all Japanese ghost stories. Japanese demons, all sorts of haunted creatures. Super fun. If you haven't seen Qui-Gon, get to it. Early 60s, wonderful stuff, great atmosphere. readily available, and even better to watch on the day it premiered, 1964. That is it, the whole day. From me to you. Till tomorrow. Goodbye.